Welcome back to the channel. I want to show you guys the new magic mask that came out in the new Resolve update. This is on 22.3 and it really does a fantastic job. Not that it didn't before, but I want to show you a couple things here. Let me make a new node and I just want to show you how well it isolates. I'm going to shut this one off. So we'll grab one here. So this is default. Let's say we wanted to isolate this subject. I'm on magic mask. I'm going to click his face. Let me turn the highlight right here on in the corner. And if we go full screen, one single click, look how well his face is covered if we wanted to just do some skin correction or something. Then we'll grab his hair. That's everything but like a little strand. And then I want the shirt as well. So one click on the shirt. Now look, we pretty much got everything except the little slight edge on the shoulders and a little bit right here on this corner sleeve. And I'm just going to click better. And if we click better, it just cleans that up absolutely perfect. If we show you the highlight, perfect separation from our subject from the background. I mean, it really does work phenomenally. So I'm going to get rid of this node. I'll show you what I did with this shot with it. I have some noise reduction going on just because. On the second node here, I just brought the colors down. Third node, I have a magic mask doing essentially what I showed you there. And then I have the key output feeding this last node, which is background defocus. And if we go to our library, you can see defocus background is under the Resolve stylize. And that gets its mask info from the magic mask. So feeding the key output into the background defocus alpha input now tells the background defocus, I want you to leave the key input alone, so where we isolated him, and then just affect the background here. So I will go back to our magic mask, we'll shut off the highlight overlay, and here's this last node, and if you can look, you can see how the background gets defocused, just like it says. We have a mask preview, so this is going to show you what the mask sees. So once again, great separation from the background. We can blur this mask if we were trying to soften it. And we have a mask contrast as well and a pivot adjust. And then we have our blur controls. So here's our blur. So as you can see, you can make the background even blurrier if you needed to. There's a colorize and saturation. So if you wanted to make it black and white, I left that on default. The colorize will give you a little stylized background in case you want to do that. And you can pick the color from your background or just from the color palette. Then we have a blur type, a lens or a Gaussian, and we have some anamorphism and some highlights if we wanted to just affect highlights. So pretty flexible. I left all those on default and it looks pretty good to me. And now if we go full screen and kind of shift on and off, you can see it really does let our subject pop out over the background. Pretty nice. Now another tip I wanted to show you guys, I have a second clip here where it zooms in. And what I did was, normally you'd have to grab and copy it. Let's say we wanted it to zoom right here. I'm not even highlighting our clip here. I'm using my speed editor and just hit close up. One click here, and you can see we now get a zoomed in close up. You can see we have the X and Y parameters and the positioning already changed. And if we do want to change the Y position a little bit, we can hold that button down and use the jog wheel. And we could change sort of where the headroom's going. Not a feature I use all the time, but I used it on this case and it's worked pretty nice. So that is the new V2 Magic Mask. If you're sitting on the fence about getting the studio version and you do a lot of social media stuff, we want to isolate subjects or objects from their backgrounds, thing is a no-brainer. Works really well. Couple clicks and you're on your way. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.